You are drowning in a sea of open tabs, frantic emails, and half-finished projects that mock your lack of resolve today. The clock on the wall is a ticking guillotine, cutting away the precious minutes of your life while you sit paralyzed by a deep and very hollow mental fog. The tragedy of the modern man is not a lack of time, but a lack of the internal voltage required to actually use it. You possess the most sophisticated productivity tools in human history, yet you remain a slave to the scroll, a victim of a distracted and very tired spirit. You have tried every calendar app and every life hack available, yet the needle of your true progress remains stubbornly stuck in the mud. You are a high-performance engine trying to run on water, wondering why you cannot keep up with the titans who are currently dominating your field. The chilling reality is that you are attempting to manage your time while you are completely unable to manage your own internal biological resources. Time blocking is a hollow shell if the man behind the calendar is leaking the very energy required to execute his own daily, powerful commands. Your schedule is a graveyard of good intentions, a list of tasks that you simply do not have the masculine fire to actually complete. You are a leaky vessel, watching your most productive hours evaporate into the digital abyss, while you trade your future empire for a few seconds of release. Imagine your time as a river of molten gold, and every moment you chew leak your energy is a hole you punch in bottom of your cup. You are literally bleeding out your future legacy through the cracks of a distracted mind that has lost its ancestral and holy fire. This is where the secret of the retained operator begins, the fusion of ancient biological discipline with modern, high-speed execution and strategic time management. When you stop the leak, you suddenly find that you have the willpower to stick to the blocks you have drawn in your own calendar. Retention provides the neural glue that keeps you focused on a single task for hours, turning your work into a state of deep, effortless flow. You are no longer fighting your own mind to stay on track. You are being propelled forward by a rising tide of masculine intent. Time blocking without retention is like building a car without a fuel tank. It looks impressive on paper, but it will never actually take you anywhere. But with your energy held firm, every 60-minute block becomes a localized explosion of pure, unadulterated productivity and very sharp, lethal, and surgical execution. You start to view your day as a series of high-stakes missions, each one requiring the total immersion of your new, high-voltage, and very powerful mind. You are no longer trying to be productive. You are a force of nature that consumes tasks with a terrifying and cold efficiency. The urge that used to distract you is now the very engine that drives you through the most difficult and complex parts of your workload. You have learned to transmute the fire of your loins into the light of your logic, a biological alchemy that changes the entire world. Your morning blocks become sacred rituals of creation, where you accomplish more in 2 hours than the average man does in an entire exhausted month. You wake up with a pre-focus that allows you to hit the ground running before the rest of the world has stirred. The discipline of holding your seed builds a willpower muscle that makes the resistance of a difficult task feel like a light, easy morning workout. You are the master of the deep work session, a man who can sit in the silence and build his kingdom brick by brick. You notice that your switching cost, the time it takes to move between tasks virtually, disappears as your neurochemistry stabilizes and your focus sharpens into a blade. You move with a rhythmic grace through your day, a conductor of your own time who is never truly out of breath. Retention allows you to maintain your peak performance state well into the late afternoon, long after the leaky men have crashed into a pile of snacks. You are the last man standing in the arena of productivity, a survivor of the daily grind who is still hungry. Your relationship with the calendar changes from one of fear and avoidance to one of total and supreme dominion over every single passing second. You are no longer reacting to your day. You are dictating the turns of your existence with a pen and a very powerful. The focus hacking secrets of the elite are finally yours, as you realize that the most important block in your schedule is the one you keep. You are guarding your energy with the ferocity of a sentry, knowing that it is the foundation of every single achievement you claim. Your creative output takes on a density that others can sense, a quality of work that reflects the purity and the strength of your internal flame. You are producing masterpieces while others are producing noise, a distinction that will eventually define your wealth and your holy. The suspense of your own growth is a constant, vibrating background hum that keeps you alert and eternally focused on the next level of your evolution. You are a productivity god in the making, a man who has finally synchronized his biology with his most ambitious worldly goals. You find that you no longer need the artificial stimulants or the frantic hustle culture mantras to stay motivated throughout the long, hard, and lonely week. Your motivation is intrinsic, a biological pressure that demands you express your potential in the physical world through your work. And the emotional weight of your success will hit you when you look at your completed done list and realize you have finally reclaimed your time. You feel a deep, soulful pride in the man who stayed the course, the man who refused to leak his power for a distraction. But the suspense remains as the digital matrix continues to refine its traps to catch the man who is moving too fast for the machine. You must remain a ghost in the system, a retained operator who uses technology as a tool, but never as a master of his. One lapse in discipline could shatter your schedule for a week, a thought that keeps you sharp and unyielding in your commitment to the long-term goal. You are walking the razor's edge of peak performance, a path that requires absolute, total, and very wholly masculine. Your life becomes a series of sprints and recoveries, a balanced rhythm that prevents burnout while maximizing the impact of every single hour you are awake. You are a high-speed vessel cutting through the ocean of time, leaving a wake of achievement that others can only. Tears of a fierce, productive joy may fill your eyes as you realize that you are no longer a slave to the clock or your cravings. You have found the key to the kingdom, and it was hidden in the mastery of your own internal, powerful, and very vital seed. The suspense of your ultimate legacy is now a source of infinite excitement as you look forward to the empires you will build with your focus. You are ready for the final step, the total integration of your energy with your highest, most divine and powerful masculine. The screen of your old, distracted life is fading to black, but the light of your productivity remains, a beacon for those who are still lost today. You are the retained man, a master of the time block, and the one who has finally, beautifully, and eternally learned how. Your journey into the heart of execution has only just begun, and the results you will produce will be spoken of for many long and holy years. You are the light in the factory, the fire in the office, and the one who has finally, beautifully, and eternally found. Never let the fire go out, for the productivity you have found is a sacred trust that must be guarded with your life and your very soul. You are a warrior of the schedule, a sentinel of the spirit, and a man of the light today and very. The journey continues, and the world is waiting for the man who has finally learned to master his time by mastering his own holy and powerful fire. You are the master of the seed, the captain of the output, and the one who has finally, truly